If an extrovert says, "Do you know who I am, what I can do?" At the same time, introvert says, "What I can do, I am alone." This is the only difference between the proud and pain among the human beings. Here, both never understood the parameters of themselves, but they have self declaration. We should never ever either celebrate our self prominence or suffer due to our disabilities. We should realize that the creation of the God are so merciful and wise enough that all the living beings and non living beings are here with a true purpose and a cause.
Despite the ruling government gives us a paid holiday on the days of elections, instead of we going for voting, we go for movies and picnics. But we are very happy to blame the ruling government and to pass our own judgments for next 5 years. Despite we know the pollution, corruption and destructions around, we make the whole population and the politics only responsible, but not me, because what alone man can I do? Many questions like what me alone man couldn't do for this gigantic universe. How can I alone make a change in others or any difference? What only me if I don't vote in the election? Is it my single voted also counted? Why should I be being alone a man who bothers about others? Didn't we have these questions in our mind many of times in our life? It is already registered in our minds that I am alone, I am tiny, I am small, I don't have recognition, there is no identity for me and all. We don't attempt for anything in our life by putting our 100%, but at the same time, we are habituated and feel better to make others responsible always for everything happens in our life, including pains and failures. In my very long professional experience in various departments like Indian Air Force, Indian Railways, All India Radio, State Bank of India, and also in the universities where I served, I used to treat them as my own, and I used to put my 100% efforts always with full participation. But I have seen many people who used to just come only for the sake of salary and perks, and also they used to say that if I alone don't work, nothing is going to change, nothing is going to affect. And whenever there are some crises, they used to say, I am alone man, what the hell can I do? And even during election times, when I met many people who says, what my alone vote is going to make any difference? And further, they used to justify running away from the elections, stating that either the candidate or the party is bad, and definitely it is not me or my vote which is essential. The basic issue is almost all of us are thinking in the same tune and tone. Because of this only, the percentage of voting, especially as far as the Hindus are concerned, is lowering every year by year gradually. Half of this doesn't like one national party, and half say other one is anti-national. But in both the ways, instead of they taking the responsibility on them, they pass on the bucks to somebody else. But the true fact is that they don't give much priority for their vitality and prominence. But is it true? Is it that the single man theory of escapism ever shelters them to claim the responsibility? Philosophically, it is said in one of the congregations I have attended in the past, where one of the curator has well expressed about the participation within a team. I am sure that all of you would have listened and heard about it. While addressing about the accountability, he said, the story is titled as Nobody, Somebody, Anybody and Everybody. And in some situations, it is also titled as Whose Job Is It in Any Way? There were 4 people, everybody, nobody, somebody and anybody. And there was an important job to be done. Everybody was sure that nobody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought that nobody could do it. Nobody realized that everybody wouldn't do it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody when nobody did what anybody could have done. If you just think a little bit about the truth, the whole universe is made of only men and materials. The men being the living beings and the materials is entire nature itself. But all of us should know that every one of us and each living beings and non-living beings on this creation are existing due to some mystic and unique purpose. And it is a fact that all of us are truly vital, participative and productive in some or the other way in the process of sustenance of this creation. For better understanding, the entire universe and the creation is as it is too gigantic to measure. Just let us take one unit of this creation, that is a home or a house or a building. As the entire universe is made of different constituents, the tiny building what we are addressing is also made of different constituents like bricks and its materials, and other constituents what we are using in the building constructions are sand, cement, bricks, mud, steel, stones and water basically. Which one do you think is most important than the other one? Or could even one can be neglected out of these constituents? Or can the building strongly survive if you neglect one constituent out of this? No. The bricks being mostly used. Let us compare bricks to the human beings, as all structures are built out of the bricks in our universe. Which brick do you think it is most important or vital, and which one is not at all either participative or not vital, or that cannot be counted in the entire structure itself? So can that any particular structure sustain without that particular tiny brick which you are thinking it is non-vital, rejected, unidentified or non-essential? No. No is the answer. Therefore, for that structure to rise, sustain and stay, all the bricks irrespective of their size, placement, individuality and position and prominence are equally vital and essential. So you too are prominent, vital and essential in this construction of gigantic universe. But if you become an extrovert and don't want to participate in the process of life making, you will be just garbage and will be thrown out as an unused. You should understand the basic law of creation and the God about participation. If you don't use it, you will lose it. Still, are you having any confusions about your prominence, your identity and vitality? Are you interested to much learn about my identity, purpose of my life on this universe?
Enroll today, the only seminar under the sun to certify you as Brahmajnani and makes you to experience complete life transformation. Charge your physical body scientifically, energize your mind to purity by spirituality, and experience complete transformation of your divine soul eternally. Charge, energize for transformation.